find yourself in the center of your mat, or at the front of your mat, in Tadasana. Just set yourself up, take a nice deep breath in, lift the toes, spread them, feel the ground underneath. And when you're ready, we're going to start rolling the shoulders back and down, maybe a couple of times backwards and a couple of times forwards. Let me just check I'm recording this as well. Yeah. So if you haven't changed direction already, go forwards. Maybe a few more circles, really hunch those shoulders up in towards your ears. And then when you're ready, come back to center. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift the right arm up, lifting up high, feel that stretch in the side body, and then exhale as you reach all the way over to the left. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms, exhale, reach all the way over to the right. We're just going to do 3 of these on each side, moving with your own breath, in your own time. And then when you've done that third one on the final side, take the arms out wide, and we're just going to wrap the arms around the body as we twist to look behind. So just let the arms fall out wherever they naturally go. Maybe the top of the shoulder, the lower back, wherever they need to go. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come back to center. From here, you're going to inhale as you lift and reach, soften the knees, hinge at the hips, and then come down all the way into your Uttanasana forward fold. Think about tummy over thighs, head towards ground, opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just gently swing from side to side. Releasing off that lower back, unraveling the spine, getting into the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. And then we're just gently going to take the hands to the floor. From here, walk the feet all the way to the back of the mat. Find your down-facing dog position, and we'll take a vinyasa. So you're going to inhale as you roll forwards into high plank. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. And then inhale as you press up to cobra. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, one more deep breath all the way in again. And as you exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, right foot goes outside of right hand, coming into your lizard lunge. So option to drop the back knee if you prefer. And then inhale as you lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you tap the elbow towards the floor. We're going to do 2 more of those on this side. And then slowly replace the hand, step back to down facing dog and switch sides. So left foot outside of left hand, drop the back knee if you need to, and then inhale as you lift and reach. Exhale, elbow tap toward the floor. So don't worry if you can't touch the floor, just reach as far as you can, get into that hip, into that groin. Last one. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog, and then walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat, find your squat stance. And then from here we're going to inhale as we lift all the way up, palms together at the top, and as we exhale we're going to come down into the bottom of our squat. Just take 5 quick pulses in the bottom of that squat, open up those hips. And then when you're ready, inhale to lift all the way back up. We're going to come back down as we exhale into the bottom of that squat. Take a nice deep breath in, let the hips open, and then when you're ready, inhale to lift and reach again. Exhale, come back down into the bottom of that squat. Take the hands to the floor, heel toe the feet up underneath the hips. Find your Uttanasana forward fold, and then walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find your plank position, and we'll take a vinyasa. So option to drop the knees, exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. So we're going to repeat that circuit 2 more times. So we're going to take right foot outside of right hand. Inhale to lift and twist. We're just going to do 1. Exhale to reach the elbow to the floor on this side. Step back to down facing dog, and then left foot outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap toward the floor. Replace the hand. Step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale as you lift all the way up. Extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale as you come down into the bottom of your garland pose. This time, left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the left. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, and we'll take one more vinyasa. So option to drop the knees. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. One more time. So right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap toward the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Left foot outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap toward the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale, come all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top, and as you exhale, come down into the bottom of your garland pose. Left hand to the floor, inhale to lift and twist to the right. Exhale, release, right hand to the floor, inhale to lift and twist to the left. Exhale, release, plant the hands, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, and then we're going to walk the feet all the way to the front of the mat, so kind of like an inchworm walk. Coming into your Uttanasana, forward fold, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, can you melt deeper over those legs? And then inhale as you come all the way up. Extended Tadasana. Exhale, release the arms, shake it all out, and you should be feeling a little bit warmer. So, it's the usual 3 rounds with 4 different movements, 25 seconds of rest in between each, with 45 seconds of work, and then a minute's rest at the end of each round. I'm just going to set up my clock, and then we'll begin. So the first movement of the first round is that garland to chair. So option to step in or jump. You're going to find yourself at the bottom of that squat position or garland pose, and you're going to then inhale to lift and jump and catch in chair. So you're going to sit back into your heels. You can then step out, come back down into garland, and then jump, catch in chair, or jump and go back down to garland. So set yourself up. You're going to have 10 seconds to get ready from now, and I'll count you in. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale as you come all the way down into the bottom of that garland pose, and then inhale to jump and catch in chair. So you're just gently going to take yourself from one to the other. You're working for 45 seconds, so take it easy, pace yourself. Don't go balls out at the beginning and then die towards the end. I'll just make sure this
halfway
is nice and loud. There you go, you're over halfway. If it gets spicy and you're doing the jump, maybe reduce it to the chair if you need to the step. Really good, nice work. Really, really good. It's a bit of a spicy one to start with, but you're doing so well. And rest. From here, we're going to come down onto the floor into a prone position. Arms can go out in front of you or just rest on the floor. You're going to lift up into that locus or leave the top half on the floor, and you're simply going to flutter kick your legs. So point the toes, activate the legs all the way through. Keep nice and strong, use the glutes. Set yourself up, and in 3, 2, 1, begin. So you're squeezing those glutes, squeezing those inner thighs. Nice, strong legs. Thighs are off the floor. If you're lifting your chest up, you're also getting a little bit of back and shoulder work in too. Fantastic. Keep fluttering all the way to the end. You are coming up to halfway in 3, 2, 1. So if you need to just drop down, have a rest, catch your breath, and then reset, you're more than welcome. The more you do, the more cardio you are getting from this movement. If you want to take it slower, then feel free, and it will become more strength focused. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going to flip over onto our backs, finding ourselves in a reverse plank position. So option to just hold a reverse plank for the entire time, or you can take the feet to the floor, lift and reach up, come back, lift and reach up. So you're using your glutes to lift yourself off the floor. It's a little bit different to a regular glute bridge. So see how you feel.
Let's go.
Pick your progression and begin. Well done. So really think about squeezing the glutes at the top, opening up those hips. You can do it with your fingers away if that's easier for you, or fingertips pointing in. Figure out what works for you in this moment. It's your workout. You are coming up to halfway now, so if you've been keeping count of the
Halfway
reps,
there.
take note and see if you can smash them again in the second half. Really good work, guys. So you should feel this in your glutes, the backs of your legs,
10
and of
seconds.
course your core as well. You have 5 seconds left on the clock, and then just one more movement left.
Rest.
And rest. The final movement is a half moon pulse. So you can either do this standing or kneeling. Kneeling might be more beneficial. You're going to come on to your side, and you're going to stack that hip above the other hip. So squeeze the glutes. You're then just going to pulse that leg up and down, keeping tight in that position, keeping those hips stacked. So we'll start one side. So start that side, and then at half time we'll switch over to the other side. So really think about finding that nice alignment. Squeeze those glutes, pull that hip back. Use your body to help you and use your body to support. Both hands can go on the floor if you need to, but ideally the whole body should be on the side. So we're coming up to halfway now, so switch
Halfway
sides.
there.
And then stack yourself up. So again, use that glute to pull that hip back and then pulse. So you should feel this in the hips, the glutes, the inner thighs.
10
You
seconds.
have 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. Catch your breath, grab some water, shake those legs out. Well done, girls. You've done really well. We've got one more round, 2 more rounds. So the next round is tums. The first movement of the next round is that simple mountain climber. So I'm not sure if you've been keeping track of your reps this week. You're just bringing the knees through to the front of the mat. See if you can beat your reps and make this more of a cardio workout today. If you want to go for that tiger curl, then feel free to go from that down facing dog, nose to knee, lifting the knee up high for more of a strength focused workout. See if you can count the reps if you haven't been counting in the first half, and then see if you can smash them in the second half. So set yourself up. You have 8 seconds left on the clock, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're bringing those knees through. You have 45 seconds of work. So really pull those knees through to the front of the mat. Keep count of those reps. I'll count you into halfway, and then you can start either counting backwards or see if you can just double that figure. You're coming up to halfway in 3, 2, 1. So take note of your reps now.
Halfway
and then
there.
smash it in the second half. Nice work, guys. Keep tight, keep those hips low if you're doing the mountain climbers. If you're going for that nose to knee,
10 seconds.
then bring that knee all the way through as high as you can. You have 5 seconds left on the clock.
Rest.
And then we've got a new movement. So we're coming into a slow plow to boat. So option to just do your regular tuck crunches, or you can come from that plow position and see if you can roll all the way up and catch in both. So a little bit of technical and core stability strength. Lifting up into that boat.
Let's go.
So pick your progression option. You could do the tuck crunches with the single leg lifts, keeping in that boat position. That's also an option. So see how you feel. Try that plow to boat though. It's quite fun. You don't have to go all the way back. You can just lift yourself and see if you can catch.
Halfway there.
Really good. Nice work, girls. You're over halfway.
10 seconds.
Work all the way to the end. See if you can hold that boat. It's super hard. Nice job. And then relax. So from here, we're going to come onto the floor. So option, if you have blocks, you could use blocks to do this either side, or option to just stay on the floor. You're simply just going to lift the hips off the floor. So lift the hips off and then come back down, and then see if you can lift the feet off, come back down. So you're going to go from one side to the other, just alternating, using that compression zone, as well as those abs and a little bit of arms. So just alternating from one to the other. This is a really good movement or drill to practice to build strength for any arm balances, any inversions that you want to take and progress into. Just take it nice and slow. If you're finding it easy, then maybe just see if you can hold at the top for a count of 2.
Halfway
in
there.
each position. You're over halfway. And you've just got one more movement after this of this round. So work all the way to the end.
10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds left on the clock. Nice work. Really good. And relax. So the next movement is a tuck jump. A jump to standing. So you're going to catch yourself in plank, jump forwards, and then jump up. So then you're coming back down to plank, coming back up, jump up, go back down. So see if you can do as many reps as possible. If you want to make this harder, you could just go straight into that jump, however you wish. Nice work. So again, this is a cardio-based movement, so see if you can keep count of those reps. You're coming up to halfway in. 3, 2, 1. So if you've got note of those reps, take note now.
Halfway there.
And there we go. So you're halfway of this last movement. Keep moving all the way to the end. Well done, girls. Doing really, really well.
10
Nice
seconds.
work. 10 seconds left on the clock, and then you have a whole minute's rest ahead of you. So keep working all the way to the end. And in 3, 2,
Rest.
1, rest. Relax. Grab your water. Shake out those legs. You should be feeling that core. Hopefully. Or at least your heart rate. So grab some water, and then we're into that arm section. So guns, we've called this one. So the first movement of this section is a shoulder tap. So you're going to come into that plank position. Option to drop the knees or lift them, and you're simply just going to tap the shoulders. So option to make this easier, go slightly wider with the legs. You keep your hips nice and tight. To make it harder, bring the legs together and really concentrate on that hip stability. I don't want to see any twisting, hiking or slacking. So find yourself in that position. You have 10 seconds left of rest. So rest your knees on the floor. And then in 3, 2, 1, set yourself up and go. So option to make this more cardiovascular based, see if you can do as many shoulder reps as possible in this 45-second minute slot. So keeping nice and tight. You girls are doing really well. You're not swaying from side to side at all. Well done. Move all the way to the end. You are halfway now, so keep count of your reps. See if you can smash them in this second half. Nice work. You've got this. Keep moving all the way to the end. If you need to shake out the arms, feel free. Reset. You have 10 seconds left and just 3 movements left. Well done. Nice work. And relax. The next movement is a chaturanga. So option 1, you can take that vinyasa, knees off the floor or knees on the ground, low plank, pressing up to cobra, and then tucking the toes and pressing back to down facing dog. Option 2, you can take that chaturanga either with knees on the floor, scooping through into up dog, and then pushing back to cobra, down dog, or going all the way through and taking that scoop and pressing back. So just take it slow, see how many you can do, quality reps rather than quantity. If they're feeling good, make it a little bit faster, see if you can add a few more in. This is quite a strong one on the shoulders, on the upper body, so really make sure you've got good alignment, avoid those injuries.
Halfway there.
You are over halfway, so see if you can match the same number of reps that you've just done. And then we are into our fallen star flow. So you have 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next movement is a fallen star flow. So you're going to come from your down facing dog, lift one leg up, take it all the way back into that hip stretch, and then thread it through and come into that fallen star. Option to have the leg lifted or on the floor. Step back to down facing dog. Other leg goes up, bend at the knee, open up the hip, and then thread the leg through. So you can just go from side to side if you just want to shoot that leg through, or you can add that hip stretch in. So pick your progression. Try and stay off the ground this entire time. Make it harder, keep that leg lifted as you thread it through. Don't let it touch the floor on the other side. Engage that core. Keep pressing through those arms. Keep lifting up through that body. Keep that upper base nice and strong. There. You're halfway there, so keep going. You're looking really pretty, all of you. I love this movement. You have just one movement left and 10 seconds left of this one to go. So keep working all the way to the end, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one is a down facing dog tuck jump. So option 1, you're just going to come through in that down facing dog position and then jump to the front of the mat and then jump back. Option 2, you can take those tuck jumps side to side. Try and find a little bit of float and hop back and forth each side of the mat. So really press the ground away, squeeze those abs, lift the ground away, engage the shoulders, engage the pecs to push and hollow out the chest to help you find that lift, that float. Try and land softly, that is the goal. So by landing softly, you're having to push higher through the arms so that you're taking the weight through the upper body rather than the lower body. There. You're over halfway. You're doing really, really well. This is quite a skills-focused movement. Those hips are lovely and high, so see if you can take them a little bit higher. Really good. Move all the way to the end, and in 3, 2, 1, rest. Well done, girls. Grab some water. You've done really well. You survived that 8-week program, so well done. And then we'll start the new one next week. So feel free to add any suggestions or anything in the chat or on email. My email is hello@floatality.co.uk. So if you fancy something, I'm planning it later today, so drop me an email this morning and I'll add it to my list. So once you've caught your breath, sit at the back of your mat, find yourself in that kneeling position, and then reach the hands forwards, forehead to the floor, and we'll just take a few cool down stretches. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just take a nice deep breath all the way in. Feel the upper back expand. Exhale, let the body melt into the floor. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, reach the hands slightly further forwards, and as you exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the left. Find the stretch in the right side body. Take 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then as you inhale, walk the hands all the way back to center. And as you exhale, walk them all the way over to the right. Feel the stretch in the left side body. Take 2 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you walk the hands back to the front of the mat and come down into a prone position on your mat. We're going to then reach back, same hand, same foot, bring the heel in towards the glute, pulse it a few times, feel the stretch in the quad, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and then switch sides. So other hand now reaches back. See if you can flip the grip. Pulse that heel into the glute a few times, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Slowly take your hands off your feet, come onto your bums, swivel yourselves around, and then come down onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest, hug them with both arms, and just gently rock from side to side as you gently enjoy that massage in the lower back. And then taking the toes to the floor, keep the heels lifted, take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, and just drop the knees from side to side for a few mountain climbers to finish. Releasing off the lower back, unraveling the spine, opening up the chest and the shoulders. And of course massaging the hips and the glutes. One more each way. And then just gently bring your legs back to center and slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Find yourself in the center of your mat for the final time. Take a nice deep breath all the way in as you lift your hands up above your heads, palms together at the top, and as you exhale, bringing the hands down to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.